everybody. Welcome to kdmoonchild's world. I'm Katie, and this is Saturday Solutions. This is a spiritual reading, not a political reading. And we come here to find out a message from Spirit on our current situation and where we want to be and how we can get where we want to be from here. So, I welcome you to my channel, and to my new subscribers, I welcome you back. If you're new here and you like what you see, you might want to give me a thumbs up, and you want more, hit the like button and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell with the little parentheses around it, and we'll be good. Yeah, it's a card reading, obviously. There's no cards here. We need to look at my table. I'll be right with you. Here we go. Hi. Okay. You ready? Not as many cards as I usually have. And it's pretty focused on Colette Baron Reid's work today. All these decks. Here we have our 4 directions once again. And the map on how to get around the 4 directions. These are all Colette Baron Reid decks. We have the Wisdom of the Oracle. We have the Mystical Shaman. We have the Enchanted Map. We have the Shaman's Dream. And we have the Good Tarot up here in the mountain position. Over here is the only card that is not one of Colette Baron Reid's. But I couldn't do this reading without this particular deck. This is the deck that's our message from Spirit, and it's coming from the animals as well today, from the Therapets deck by Kate Allen. So, I'll explain to you a little bit about the directions. This is the west, this is the sunset, this is our current position, this is today, all right? This could be your past as well. It really is going to depend on what you also feel and see when you look at the cards when I turn them over, okay? This one is the east. It's our sunrise and the promise of a new day. It is our goals of what we want. That's what this card is going to help us with. Down here, this is our message from the earth. This is the south. This is Gaia. This also can be an area of obstacles as we transverse the valleys. You might have a canyon appear out of nowhere. Up here is the north, the Good Tarot, and definitely can be, this is the mountain position. This could be definitely be an obstacle. All depends on how you look at mountains. Okay. So are we ready to get started? I sure am. Let's start with this card. Oh. Get the moon in medicine position. Turn it the right way so you can look at how the card is made. This is a 10 card. We just had a full moon, and the new moon is coming up. What comes with the new moon is a beginning. Can't have a beginning until you have an ending. So of course, but our ending has been upside down. Oh my gosh. Our ending has been upside down. I'll let you all interpret that how you want to, but I'm interpreting that when I say, oh my gosh, I'm looking at the political situation. The ending is here. And it seems like it's upside down, but it's not. Okay. Are you ready to have your intentions ready to write down for the new moon? What do you want to happen in the next 2 weeks until we get to the full moon, when you release the things that no longer serve you, so that your new intentions will work much, much more efficiently? See what is our goal. Once again, it's upside down and it's a 9 card. We don't want our heart and home to be upside down anymore. I don't know about you, but I have to trust my compassion right now to know who to trust. Because if you give someone else your compassion and they abuse it, that kind of straightens things up a little bit. You know they don't belong in your heart or in your home. This is your safe place. And if it's upside down, that means this goal right now, this is what we want. We want our hearth and home to be safe. But we are having a hard time finding our compassion. Stop looking at things as though you have to understand it. Put yourself in that other person's shoes just long enough to understand a little bit what they're going through. Trigger and capture your compassion. Because that's the only way we're going to find healing as a country and healing as a people. Now, I said this wasn't a political reading, but sometimes politics invades in to this reading just like it invades into our lives on a pretty regular basis. Whether we go out of our way to get away from it or not, it finds its way in. This card is also telling me to be careful of the energy of who you give your energy to. Because this should be your sanctuary and your safe space. Not another place that is upside down like this over here. This is kind of like, I kind of look at, is, you know, your hearth and home, that's your inner space. Are you feeling conflicted? Maybe? You trying to make some decisions that are really difficult for you? That's not too surprising. You're not alone, believe me. Understand completely. Understand completely, this is not going to last forever. This is a time of change. So we have a new moon coming up. We're in between the new moon and the full, or the full moon and the new moon. And we have a new moon coming up that we need to pay attention to. Write down some, opportunities are coming with it. What do you want out of those opportunities? You get to pick and choose which opportunity you want. Maybe you might want to write that down also with this card. Over here, this is like the outside world, and it is upside down. And it changes with the cycles of the moon. We know that. We prepare for that. This time, though, this cycle of the moon is an ending. A real ending to something very different. New times. This is the ending's ending. And over here, this is where it's quiet. This is where you can recharge and find compassion for those you might not necessarily always get along with. So since this is where we want to be, is having compassion for everyone around us, right now, not quite that way. See what message the Earth and Gaia has for us. Three card. First of all, she wants us to know sorry, my fingers are getting stuck. First thing that she wants us to know is time is running out. You think time is running out? Don't forget, mankind is the one who creates this time that we live in. It's linear. It is not real. It's an illusion. During this time of illusions crumbling, systems crumbling and falling apart, it's just telling you that time is passing. What are you waiting for? Gaia also is letting us know that as time passes for her, there's more and more of a chance of a wasteland down here. We don't want that. I don't know about you. I certainly do not want that. I certainly do not want that. This is about groups, expression, growth. It's time for you to figure it out. Put a foot on the path. Start somewhere. Quit waiting for it to come to you, because time is passing for you in your life. Wow. In our valley, Gaia. Oh, I'm also hearing down here, time always passes. It never stands still. So how much do you want to let it rule you? How much do you want deadlines to rule you? It's your choice, and it could be your obstacle. It could be your obstacle in making this choice. It doesn't have to be the Grand Canyon, this obstacle. It can just be a creek you can hop over. It's up to you and your perception. Up here in the north, what do we have for our mountain? The good tarot is telling us about the Lover's card. Actually, that's the 6th card. Isn't that the Strength card? Oh, I'm looking it up. Don't worry. Here we go. Oneness. In all of life, there is only the illusion of separation. In fact, we are all reflections of one another. When I make choices, I tend to see things as either or. If every choice I make is about an experience, a sharing, and exploring, what if you do that? What if every choice I make is about an experience, a sharing, and an exploration? When I choose to see the unity in all things, magic abounds. Love is all around me. Spirit loves me unconditionally, and I can give and receive abundant love. I don't think that's much of an obstacle to you, unless you're full of anger and hate. You kind of tend to run from love. Not much else in that card. Wow, it's a beautiful card. Oh, look on the pillars. That's gorgeous. I love this card. It's also like the Strength card. It's beautiful. You know, we don't have to look at everyone that disagrees with us as our enemy. We just have to recognize that we can be devoured. But as long as there is love and peace, there's no hunger, there's no deprivation, and there's no oppression. And that is the obstacle. That lion back there can be your protector, or it can be your destroyer. Depends on your choices that you make and how far you carry your love. Is it unconditional? Because that's why we're here on this planet. It's all about unconditional love. And I don't know why it's not trying to... Okay, there we go. Now, I apologize. Been getting all blurry. I also apologize for the condition of my reading table. I have been doing a lot of readings lately and trying to fit in doing resin work and videotape as well. It's quite a powerful message. Let's do some recap. Our current situation is, no matter what stage we are in the lunar cycle, we're kind of upside down. We know we just finished a full moon. We're getting ready to start a new moon. This could be an ending lunar cycle. That 10 is the end. We cannot have a beginning without an end. And as long as we hold on to what is here and near and dear to us right now, we have to let that all go. Over here, our compassion is upside down. And because of that, so is our home, our sacred space, and that quiet, peaceful energy that recharges us. The confusion of this ending on its head over here is causing this virulent desire for compassion, giving it and especially receiving it. Find your compassion, especially for those that you have a difficulty with. Don't forget, we are all the same. We all want love, shelter, and a healthy mind, body, and spirit. Well, not all of us believe in spirits, so they would argue with me on that. So you don't need to do that in the comments, thanks. But up here in this mountain card, is love an obstacle? It is when you don't trust what you can love because of this confusion of the cycle over here, and you're being pressured because you're being told time is running out. What are we going to do? It's got your hearth and home upside down, and because it is so confusing and so frustrating, your compassion is waning. I know mine is. See what the map is telling us about how to get around through these locations. Again, the unexpected visitors. It's a 5 card. We get this card often with our bunny rabbit and our frog and our beautiful girl at either a gate or a big door. It's a card saying that unexpected visitors are going to help us maneuver through this period of time that we are in. That it's not easy. It's not fun. That love card. It's also telling me look for unconditional love from unexpected visitors. I got some yesterday. Just the kindness of a delivery guy who had extra stuff that was a mistake, and he didn't want to carry it back, so he gave it to me. You know, blessings come from unexpected visitors. He was an expected visitor, but I got an unexpected blessing. Half of what he gave me, what I ordered in other brands, they were out of. So I ended up getting what I ordered anyway. So I want you all to understand. We're going to go through some tough times. A lot of these, I mean, we've got 2 cards upside down. You know? It's interesting too about in this reading we have a lot of message here about time and running out of time. Folks, we're here to spread and learn about love. Wake up. Stop hating so that your home and hearth can get right side up again and finish your cycle. And you can finish your cycle in compassion and not anger, separation, and hate. Some would say separation is an illusion because it takes a conscious choice for it to happen. And it takes a lot of energy, a lot of negative energy to keep separation alive. So the unexpected visitors are here to tell us how to shut all that to a minimum by how we handle our conflict and change and our instability. Look for the answers inside you, but you will find the questions from unexpected visitors, new people in your life. I'll give you a for instance. Thursday, I went to the doctor. My foot's no longer broken, by the way. We healed up. She's very proud of me. I'm transitioning out of the boot. Anyway, while I was there was a lady there who had a lot of tattoos. And I commented how much I liked her tattoos. She's very quiet. She kind of standoffish. And she was Hispanic, and so automatically first thought I thought of, oh, she was at one time, and she's older, so at one time I bet she was in a gang, and that's where they came from. And immediately, because of the 31-day mindfulness challenge, Spirit pointed out to me that I needed to just shut up and observe. She was quiet because she was shy, and that's the basic, simple, pure reason. There's nothing meant or intended in her standoffishness. She was shy. A lot of people don't know how to handle when you give them a compliment as a stranger. And I forget that because they don't have it happen to them very much. So I'm going to suggest that you do that. Compliment people. If somebody has something on them, about them, around them, maybe their behavior, their haircut, their clothes they have on, tell them you like it. Compliment them. I walked by a guy a while ago who had on a shirt. I can't remember what it said. Oh, said, I'm all done. Where's the party? And he's walking out of physical therapy. And I'm laughing. I'm like, dude, I like your shirt. Because that's my attitude when I'm done in physical therapy. But that's just because I like the people there so much. It's not that I like the therapy. That's hard. Just look for those things. Don't look for somebody who's, why is she being quiet? And then let that bug you the rest of the day. Because you're shy. But I heard Spirit tell me that loud and clear. Don't make assumptions. And understand you're going to get messages from all directions. From weird places, weird people, and weird events. And that's exactly how it's supposed to be right now. Because the energy is like a ping pong ball stuck in a box. Or even better yet, I don't know, I'm probably too young to remember, Super Ball. It's a hard rubber ball, solid rubber ball. And the crazy things bounced in any which direction. And they bounced really high. They were fun. Kind of reminds me of that, you know? Let's find out what is our message from Spirit and for the beautiful animals that are our companions on this rock we live on that we call the earth. Therapets. What a pretty kitty. Everything is scary when you feel vulnerable, but that doesn't mean anything is going to go wrong. Anxious feelings aren't usually indicative of reality. Anxious feelings are just your ego trying to remind you it's there and it's bored. So it's trying to keep primed in case, as the bunny would need, it needs to go into fight or flight. And that's not our reality most of the time. But we're going through a massive, major change as a species, as a planet, and as spiritual beings. So everything is kind of scary right now. And yeah, I feel vulnerable. But that's okay. That just means slow down a little. Take it in more. You won't miss as much. And it'll make more sense. I thank you guys for being here with me for this Saturday Solutions. Once more, I'll remind you, if you would like to see more, I do artwork, and that's why this table is such a mess. I do spiritual art is what this channel is focused on. And it's focused on raising your vibes, keeping them high. But I do have my rant once in a while. You know, I am a human being. I thank you for being here. Let's make kindness a habit again. Find our compassion in the people around us. Even if they are having a bad day, look at them as though, oh, I'm sorry, you're having a bad day. In your mind, don't say that. And then go about your business. And don't let the interaction with them haunt you or bother you. Because together, we will thrive. Separation, we'll lose our compassion. So, as we go through this newness, understand we're creating it. What are you focused on? Your mind is creating what's going on now. I will see you next Saturday. If I don't see you in between, I'll probably put up a video or two in between now and Saturday. Oh, and yeah, I do a live stream on Monday mornings if you want to come and bring your cup of coffee and hang out with myself and my friends and get prepared to prevent Manic Monday. I love you all. Take care and enjoy your weekend. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye now.